On the primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
Detroit! Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit. Detroit. Gone. 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 Gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
And they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gone. 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 Gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. That's complete right around the 8. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
From the gun, Perkins being chased out with under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jonathan Bostic able to run him down for a loss of a yard. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Gone!
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On 4th down, Perkins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jonathan Bostic in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And now running right through it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit!
To throw again. Perkins going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Watch him now, Barney!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Off play action. Perkins going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Perkins. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run. It's Kamara, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Off the play fake, Perkins. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Back to throw. Perkins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Perkins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Perkins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56.
Off play action. Perkins. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Baker Mayfield, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half of their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Perkins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. Buying time to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. who's going to make the big play.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games with
pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to throw. Perkins. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again with Bell. Pushing through the contact. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. Now Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
One of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
And that's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On third down, Perkins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Bell on the dump-off. No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Off-play action. Perkins. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Operating from the gun. Perkins going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Perkins. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Dak Prescott, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position, they've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man open. It's Ross. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gun!
Throwing again. Perkins. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And his kick is good. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Patriot!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside